He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. You know from the media that there are roadside bombs. There are soldiers coming under fire with AK-47s being shot at them, and there are also mortar attacks. Now we're in a compound, and those mortar attacks come frequently. On the 3rd of July, we came under mortar fire, and the first round hit, the second round hit, and then the third round hit. Now the third round hit was the one that did damage. Now the damage that it did was to a camouflage netting, and the camouflage netting went over a living area for soldiers. They were in tents, and in the middle of it they have a little communal area. Well, that particular evening it was video night, and they're sitting underneath this camo net just relaxing and watching the video, and then that third round hit. Now if you can picture it, the third mortar round hit the top of the canvas. Now the canvas set it off, and then the mortar shrapnel exploded out over the camo netting. Now if it would have burned through, it would have hit the ground, and all of those soldiers would have probably lost their lives. Soon after that, those who fired their mortars upon us were captured. And when our guys go to interrogate the Iraqis, we find out that a lot of them are terrorists. They're not really members of the local population. And one Iraqi was being interrogated, and his captors were saying, asking him a whole bunch of questions. And then finally the Iraqi said in his broken English, "I'd like to ask you a question." And the interrogators thought, well, okay, go ahead, fire away. And he said, "I'd like to ask you this. Do you Americans have some kind of force field or some kind of protective covering, some kind of special weapon that we don't know about? Because every time we try to fire at you, try to shoot a mortar round into your area or your compound, either they miss or they don't do any damage, or they land in a field, and we just cannot explain why. Is there something that is protecting you?" And I said, "Oh Lord, thank you very much. Even right there, you are the one that is shielding us. You are my shield, my protector, my fortress, my strength." And I thank God for that. When people are back home and they are praying for us, they are really interceding for us. That has given us strength and encouragement and build us up so that we can be over there doing the job that we're involved in. And like I tell people, you know, keep sending up those prayers because we use all of them up. And if you would, keep praying for us.